What's going on, everybody? Grand rising to you, to every one of y'all. Today is a beautiful day. Awesome day. I want to congratulate every single one of y'all on a beautiful day today. Congratulations on your promotion you're about to get this week. Claim that, speak that. Congratulations on you starting your new business. On you having more money in your bank account than you actually thought you had. Congratulations on that. Congratulations on those checks and that check that have been sitting there waiting on you to just pick up that you had no idea of. Congratulations on that. Speak that into existence for you. Congratulations on your child making you so proud today. Doing something that shows that they appreciate you. Congratulations on that. That's right. Congratulations. Grand Rising! Today is a beautiful day. Listen, we're about to have a beautiful day today. I already claim it. I already know that we can have so much today. I'm a little excited. I guess y'all see me be playing around with my scenes and what have you. I have a lot of so what I want to use. Let me bring this camera a little closer so I can see myself. I have a lot of things I be doing now. Look at my hair. God damn. Anyway, but yeah. Let's go on studio mode. Studio mode. There you go. All right, guys. So y'all got any questions? I'm sure you have some questions on. Yeah. I got options on angles for real. Like, you're about to see another angle from up top. Person laying down. They're going to be laying right there. They're going to be watching me. Y'all be watching them from every word. I'm going to zoom in so you can be able to see their face. Then you get the side angle. That one right there. As you see, I'm looking at you right now. The same way how that angle is. And then it's, and it's this side angle. But I'm looking at you from here. That's right. Hello. So it's gonna be beautiful. I'm as you can see, I'm really excited about it. I feel good about it. But the question is though, are y'all ready? I realize that a lot of you have actually understood a lot of things about the sessions and what's going on, to the point where you're answering questions for me. And I appreciate that. That means that you guys are learning, you guys are understanding a whole lot more. And you know what's the good part about this? You're not learning it from just a book. You're learning it from people's experiences. Like that, you can't top that. That's wisdom. So y'all ain't gaining just knowledge. Y'all gaining wisdom. Because y'all are in the moment, watching and experiencing. You're gaining wisdom through those people's experiences. I think that's awesome. Yeah. I said I'll do the question and answers right now because I have my 10 o'clock downstairs. I know she's excited. She's probably watching this live right now. But yeah, it's just a beautiful, beautiful thing to watch you guys like learn every single time. I'd be like, damn. Like, y'all be like on it. Like y'all are learning. That ain't no joke. Y'all are learning. Like y'all, to the point where y'all can even teach people. Y'all like, y'all can teach people now. That's what I feel. I feel like you guys can teach now. Like y'all have all the information that you need. It's just, I'm proud. So I had an opportunity to go through some of the comments on some of the lives, and I'm like, just last night, real quick, and I was like, these people out there, like they are learning. Like y'all are like learning. Like, y'all ain't playing learning. Y'all are learning, and y'all are teaching. Because I hear when new people come on, y'all are educating them on what to know and what have you, and I think it's awesome. Tanya, that's a good, you know what? I might just take you up on that. Jasmine, oh, thank you very much. And I haven't even began to teach y'all astrology. Isn't that something? I know you know the beginnings, but you don't know like ins and outs of astrology, like how, you'd want to. It's based like astrology. It's a lot more than just, than and what you think. It's more than just that. I'm telling y'all, I'm playing with these angles. I'm telling y'all think I'm joking. I'm telling y'all, I'm playing with these angles. I'm learning. See, in a few months, it's gonna be 24 y'all who's gonna be like really doing it. We're gonna start. We're gonna do one with a tour with 12, and then the next half will be the next 12. So it'll be half and half. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be amazing. We're gonna sweep the United States every doorstep. That's what we're thinking about. We're thinking about educating every soul, because if people understand that they have decided on every single thing in this life, we'll stop having so much victims. We will start to live in the energy of love and the energy of fear. Now, a lot of people try to figure out why I do the test on 4. You see, and let me give you an example of this. Let me teach you a little bit. So there are entities, energies, and this is why in that lifetime my brother didn't like me educating human beings. So I was banished. Called a lot of stuff. I was called, like the serpent, all sorts of stuff. But I always educated human beings to becoming better in almost every one of my lifetimes. And let me explain something to you about life on Earth. This is a multi-dimensional storehouse. The reason why I tell you this is a farm as well is because there are beings that survive off the energy, the vibration of fear, and there are beings that survive off the energy of love. They all are hosted here. Let me show you how deep it is. The left brain and the right brain are houses of energy of love and energy of fear. That's right. The energy of love and the energy of fear all are housed in the physical, in the mind. The left brain is very logical, rational thinking, analytical, question, doubts, analyzes. Believe it or not, it's very closely connected to, like I said to people, being a human being, your lower self, your ego. The left brain is literally connected to that. Yes, intellect is really closely connected to the character, the role that you play in this lifetime. Without the right brain, the soul cannot be hosted. Without the right brain, the soul cannot be hosted. And we try to figure out how come people go into coma and never come out. It's like as if they're not there. Let something get damaged on the right brain, on the right side of the brain. Guess what happens? Electronically, if you want to use that term, the right brain shuts off, and that person really isn't there. They're in spirit world. They're literally in between. That's because the right brain is very, very important on hosting the soul. The right brain is really your soul. Without the right brain, this physical avatar cannot host the soul. And it's the reason why when people are literally left-brained too much, they can't really go into spirit world, because spirit world is a place of just love. The energy is just love. It's airy and love. So it's like trying to go into spirit world with trust issues and control issues, overthinking, doesn't work. It doesn't. So this is why I asked you guys to do the hemi-sync. This is why I asked you to practice trust and control exercises to release it. Because those are fear-based. Fear-based. Literally. Tony DC asks, what do I feel about Vedic astrology? I think it's pretty accurate. I use Vedic astrology for one particular section of astrology, and it's the Mahadashas. It's their timing system. And it is truly accurate. I've learned a system in tropical astrology which does the same thing. Vedic is a lot more fatalistic to me. It's more of what can happen, and it's very traditional. So it goes into stuff like how many calves or cows you're gonna have. Like some of the things are still outdated, but it's still okay. But Vedic astrology is very accurate because they just change and shift the stuff into another side. That's all it is. So I believe in, I use it Vedic and necessary. So like I said to you guys, it is imperative to live through the energy of love. And that means releasing of fear. The reason why some people don't go deeper is because they're still living through the energy of fear. The more vulnerable you are, the more childlike you are, the more you are totally connected to source. It's like that right brain is more childlike than anything. So I implore you, live through the energy of love. The higher self doesn't necessarily live through the energy of fear. As love on earth now. Hey, Bougie, is it possible our numbers during a PLR to increase from the last PLR? If so, by how many lives? There is a possibility. And I've been studying that for a while. Apparently, we don't take into consideration that we are multidimensional beings. And in the theory of multi-universes, there are major possibilities. And sometimes your consciousness can be diversified into those different dimensions. This is a very complicated subject, but it's something I have been reviewing for a while. When I get numbers and you see me pause and think, it's because I'm basically cataloging in my mind certain information. So yeah, there is a strong possibility that it can happen. But it's not linear like we think. Okay. C. Gibson asks, why do I go from 0 to 100 so quick? And I feel my heart deep in my soul. I don't know how to explain that. Well, C. Gibson, let me tell you something. When it comes to emotions, you have to keep it balanced. It's the reason why you experience karma is through your own over imbalanced emotions. And anything that's fear-based, that doesn't apply the absolute energy of love, creates karma. It's either you're neutral or it's love. If not, you're tying yourself to karma. So you have to learn how to keep yourself. So that means you've allowed for your emotions to really take a hold of you as opposed to you taking hold of your emotions. I'm not saying not to feel it. We're saying to accept it, observe it, neutralize it. Do the progressed chart show the current energy we're working with now versus when we were born? Yes, so it's like Earth Goddess, good question. So that is correct. The progressed chart is like, let me give you an example. So the natal chart is like the foundation, it's the first house. And you know you build your structure, your foundation on a specific thing. And let's just say you were like, you know what? My family grew now. I got 5 kids and they got 2 children. And now let me do a 2-story house. And let me just add a little room here and a room here. And it changes the dimension of the house, but it doesn't change the foundation. The foundation is stable, and that's the natal chart. But you can that reconstruction is the progress chart. As time go on, you change around the house, and that's how it is. What was the situation when you lifted the baby over her mom to see what happened to her? Which session was that? I can't remember. Oh, yes. So, good question, Tanya. What happened is the soul is always connected to the Akashic records. It's our left brain that causes us to doubt it. Now, because we are connected to the Akashic records, we have the capability of actually tapping into information as if we're always there. We're all connected. And what I did, I helped to make her consciousness aware that she could possibly do that. And once I did that, she was able to go and see exactly what happened. And you could do this is what psychics do all the time. You have no idea that they do it. They don't even know how they do it. But it's what they do. For heavy right brain people, could Hemi-Sync push them to be more left brain? I figure it works both ways. No. Yes. Correct. It keeps a balance. It balances. When you're 2 right brain, you're not really in this dimension. You're going to experience, schizophrenia, where the veil becomes so thin to the point where you're not even aware that you're experiencing this lifetime. You're going to feel as if you're in another lifetime while you're here physically. So when it's left brain mentality, you could also be very stoic. You could be so fearful. And there's so many different, when you go 2 left or 2 right, that's why balance is key in everything. When there's an imbalance in your sexual nature, this is why some people feel trapped in their body. Let's just say you come into life and you've been living as a female over and over and over again, maybe 50, 60, 70 times. And you became so feminine that you just had a disdain for the masculine energy. Your higher self understands this. And it says, let's create balance. Your lower self, the astral body is connected to being on earth, is in an imbalance. You have an imbalance, you have an imprint on your soul. Let's create balance. And it sends you, and you choose to make that balance. Your higher self chooses to make a balance by being in a masculine body. This is why some men feel as if they're trapped in their masculine body, is because they've lived so many lifetimes as a female that they're now in the physical body of a male, but their higher self decided on doing that. Okay, what's the question? How is your 1224 application process going? I didn't apply, but I want to learn someday. Where would you suggest as a school? Dolores Cannon? Yeah, I mean, Dolores Cannon? Yeah. But Bougie, I got a special assignment for you, so don't worry about that. You good. Don't worry about that. Cardi Feist, I feel so amazing today. I know I'm going to have some beautiful, beautiful sessions. Today is actually my last day doing sessions today. I may have some celebrity sessions tomorrow. Yeah, so I want you guys to understand that balance is key in everything. Everything. Balance is key in everything. One has to learn how to just stay balanced. Okay, Risha, thank you for that. I appreciate you for that donation. You and Bougie. My Chiron and 12 hours are Gemini. Heavy on the weird communication blockages, but I can communicate things for others with ease. What is that about? Alrisha, if you have Chiron in the 12th house, in the sign of Gemini, that's not the only thing that you can do. You could also communicate with angels, with spirit guides, with past, if you want to use the term, ancestors. Once you tap into that information, you're able to, to do that. And that means you will be a healer, because Chiron is the healer. It is the wounded healer. It doesn't know how to get information for itself, for you, but you know how to do it for other people. And that's what that Chiron is about, is because, communication blockages are necessarily not because of you not being able to communicate, but the fact that you have the capability of communicating with spirits and entities that are not necessarily physical. What am I going back home? You mean my home is with y'all. You mean to the Bahamas? My original home? I'm going back in August. Cardi Feist also asked you what I think about the cat eye crystals. Most cat eyes crystals are man-made. So, I don't know. I don't really wear them like that. Hey, Sheila Cherry, what's poppin'? And just, I'm a soul fragment. So the karmic connection I experience from my past life be from the split consciousness. So it also means I don't go to spirit world before coming here. Of course. It also means that split consciousness, that you are a part of that soul. And whilst that soul is experiencing lifetimes, it actually is a part of your tallying of your lifetimes you lived. So you basically are connected to that other split. So you being a split consciousness doesn't mean that you don't collect energies or information from that lifetime. It just means that you are individualized so that you can help that collective of your soul to grow. You do go to spirit world, of course you do. All right. So what do I mean in my last day of sessions, Astro? No, I mean, and it's my last day here. That's what I mean. You know, I mean, I'm doing sessions inside in Chicago. What is the spiritual significance of twins? Cha. Well, it's a choice actually. Sometimes souls choose to incarnate with another soul that they've had either love for or the energy of fear for. Meaning there's either hate, anger, animosity, or there was love and they choose. So we choose twins. The spiritual significance is just for them to experience the same energy field as, like, same mother, same DNA. That's what I experienced from twins. They all are individuals. What you said? Yeah. Alicia, you are. Like, you help people to heal through communication, beyond the physical. All right. Like twins, actually. Okay, so the twins are where you choose to be incarnated at the same time, and there may be some real strong karma that needs to be resolved with twins. All right, putting it out there that I will get topped by Astro, unconditional love to all, and to get fixed up, because geez, I've been feeling stuck. Chan Lee, definitely be coming up. Twins run heavy in my family. Yeah, so from a DNA perspective, that's the channel for twins to run through. Souls choose different, you know, DNAs so they can experience stuff. That's one experience of reality on Earth. Oh, Ja, that's pretty cool that you're super close. That means y'all chose to incarnate together out of the energy of love. Renee Ma, I'm going to do that. I'm writing a book. I've been writing a book for years. I never get a chance to finish because I'm always doing regressions and always doing astrology charts and what have you. But I'm going to take the time, a month, to write my book. And when I do, I hope you guys support it. Cardi Feast. Also, Astro, when it comes to the master number 11, does that mean that they have higher intuition and spiritual insight? To answer your question, I would say that they are an illuminated one. They have spiritual insight. I wouldn't say, completely all of them have heightened intuition. A lot of master number 11s don't even never tap into their gifts. However, their mission is a little bit more stronger than most. More than they know. I'm a master number 11. My number is 38. That makes 11. So I know that it is definitely a spiritual calling. Another question. Besides your otherworldly support, did you find walking this path to be primarily in solitude? How do you suggest one deal with being the black sheep? So, for a bit, Apple Science. Um, I don't know if I told you all this, but I think I said this on one of my lives. Oh, for a year straight, I literally just gave up everything and went, um, giving my life to helping people to build their houses from hurricane being damaged. I literally was like, I don't care about a paycheck, just feed me. And that was one of the best times in my life. Like, even though I had my daughter, and I know my baby mom, my oldest daughter's mom, but she raised hell for me doing that. You know, I paid the price for that. However, I would never change that for nothing in the world. I took a whole year of sacrificing myself and anything that has to do with myself, you know, worldly, outer worldly things. And I dedicated myself to just being of service. And that was one of the best things I ever done. I felt so alive, so free. I even started to gain weight. I was really, you know, it was pretty cool. And when it was time for me to retreat back, you know, I felt a lot more stronger. So I would say, when you get an opportunity, find yourself being of service, even when it doesn't even pay you. You can find yourself in solitude by being around people, believe it or not. There's very much ways, because I was around people, but I had a lot of moments of being by myself. And if you can find moments of doing that, then that'd be awesome. Sorry. I got a few more minutes before I have to go for my Desmond, you said you are an 8 3 plus 5. That's cool. That means you're here for that paper to learn how to manage money. Bougie, you are 11 as well? See what I'm talking about? Okay, so there are different methods of finding out your number. Let me explain to y'all the method that I use that I found to be more accurate than anything. I realized that you can add every single digit. One, like, don't add it like how people say you add the year and then you add the month and you add the day and then you break that number down. That doesn't give you accuracy. Add every single digit, one at a time, adding it together. When you get that number, that is truly your life path number. That is truly your life path number. Like that, what I experienced from doing numerology is your life path number. Like, for example, if you were born the 14th of February 1974, you put the 14th, which is 1 plus 4, and February is the second month, plus 2, and you put plus 1, plus 9, plus 7, plus 4. The digit that you get from that final digit, those two numbers, they are very important. They have to tell you exactly how it is that you are to go about your life path number. So you add those two digits and then you get your life path number. If that number turns out to be an 11, a 22, or a 33, you leave it just like that. All right? All right, let me just climb down. What creates a karmic soul tie is your emotions, princess. Hey, princess, what's poppin'? I just see that's you. What you can do is just allow for your emotions to be neutral, to love. People don't know how to love with detachment. All we know is just loving and just being obsessed and being angry after it separates. We have separation issues. We got to learn how to keep the balance of separation and loving. All right. Let me Did you have anyone that really supported you every step of the way? From the beginning to the end? I had somebody who was really, really, I'm talking about, yes, I will say that, yes. I did have that person. Like I can say that for sure. I'm talking about when people gave up on me, when everybody gave up on me. I always had one particular, like, first is my grand aunt, versus my mom, and then my grand aunt. She's passed away now. And then, you know, I had moments in time, but one particular person is very, very, I would say, was the influence of me doing this and being here and being strong and saying, continue to do this. You are amazing. You are great. You are great. Yes, I did have that. Giving back and volunteering is awesome. I did it for an organization for about 4 years. I loved it. Thank you for science. Cardi Feist, if you're an 11, you're not a 2. I mean, a 2, they break it down. That's the lowest form of your, when 11s are not functioning at its best, then they turn into a 2, which is very, the energy of codependency and just being partner oriented. Are you eating like you should with all the energy you spend? It's important. I get to eat. Let me answer these questions first before I go, because I gotta go, guys. I got that my 10-year-old. I mean my 10, my 10 a.m. downstairs. Can you heal past life and current life karma in your current life? How can you do that? Tantra, what else? And also how we go about the sessions is quantum healing. You can do it like through that. Once you understand, you go into that lifetime, you heal those moments. That's why we do these sessions now. That's what we do. Listen, thank you. Oh, that is $20. Y'all just popping. Thank you very much for that donation. Listen, I have to go, guys. It's been beautiful. What I'm gonna see, you're gonna be taking a look. Let's take a look and see if we're gonna have a couple people come online and do the session live. I hope so. Either which way. Thank you for coming on. All right, doing it. My 10 o'clock is downstairs. All right, guys. Love y'all.